Jack Nicholson, of course, was there. So was Johnny Carson. Diane Cannon was leading the cheers, along with Rams coach John Robinson, sitting right next to Raiders owner Al Davis. Kirk Douglas was doing his Spartacus imitation, and Bruce Willis showed up in the dressing room after the game with Don Johnson. Suddenly, the great and near greats have all become Celtic busters.
You can't stop them when they run the break. Who you gonna call? Celtic Busters! Here comes Worthy. Look at that head fake. Who you gonna call? Celtic Busters!
Nah, I think Lakers in 4. Boston looks pretty tired.
When they're on the floor and they need a score, just yell, Celtic Busters! They ain't afraid of no Celtics. I hear they like to dunk.
Totally awesome.
Well, I think you better call Celtic Busters! I can't hear you. Who you gonna call? Celtic Busters! Louder! Celtic Busters!
We didn't run, we didn't rebound, we didn't do anything that we're capable of doing. And we do that, and everything else takes care of itself.
One thing about it, if the Celtics do come out and try to make it a physical game, obviously Byron Scott and A.C. Green are ready. At least Byron Scott got in a little practice session for it at this morning's practice shoot-around.
Jokingly, I say it, but I have to agree with Rodman, smiling and laughing, that if Bird was black, he'd be just another good guy. And from that, shit, we got this.
I don't think Isaiah's stupid. He knows I'm a bad player.
You feel sorry for Dennis Rodman?
I'm going to bust him next year. Hope he gets to guard me every game.
Yeah, I thought they were physical. Yeah, you're saying we were physical? They weren't?
The game was physical.
Oh, the game was physical. Oh, okay.
You had to initiate that?
Yeah, did you ask Pat that?
Yeah.
What did he say?
The physical nature of the game, it stepped up a little bit when you first came back here. It was really intense tonight. Did you expect them to step that up, or did that just rise out of a couple of incidents?
No, it rises out of the cheap shot that the Kite took at Worthy. Now, you got to take a look at it on film. And if you take a look at it on film, you'll see exactly why James Worthy came back to protect himself. The guy has no regard for Worthy's career. I mean, he pushed him out of the way. He took both hands and pushed his hips. So, and Worthy's flying to the basket that the only thing he could do is take a bad spill. DJ made a good block on it. But Greg Kite took a cheap shot at him, and you got to expect the guy to come back at him. That's going to incite a lot of ill feelings.
You expect more physical?
Hey, we'll do whatever it takes to win a championship. And I think our players now, after 2 games, have adjusted again. We won basketball games in L.A., and I don't think the Celtics can beat us playing basketball, but they got a great shot at tactics like that.
That's the way we play.
I tell you, I know how Pinklin Thomas feels after going up against Mike Tyson. My whole body aches all over, and I can't wait to get home, get in bed, get a good night's sleep, and hit the weight room tomorrow and see if I can lift these aches and bruises out.
I didn't know who was coming. I just knew I beat Worthy, and DJ threw me a good pass. And, if I knew that they were in the penalty, I could have took my time. But I had to get the ball up towards rim because I thought that they were going to grab me and keep me from getting the shot off and try to run the clock out.
I had a good feeling about Irvin's shot going in. I had a better feeling about Bird's. When he hit the three-pointer over there, I about died. And when he got a wide-open shot here, I said, I don't believe this was happening to us. But the Leprechaun stayed out at center court on this particular shot.
This is where our seats are, folks. All the way in here. This is where they put L.A. fans, right here. Yes, that's even where they put Jack Nicholson. Jack, they really hate us here in Boston, don't they?
Oh, no, they treat us so great. They bring us clams, they give us beer, everything. I worked here forever last year, too.
But they hate L.A.
Oh, they love beating them, but we're going to treat them real good tonight, see? Real good.
Well, Jack turned out to be a prophet. And while the Lakers were celebrating their 107-106 victory, Jack got to celebrate a bit himself with the fans who feel practically the same about Nicholson as they do the Lakers. I got news for you. After those antics, this is liable to be the most popular item in Massachusetts.
And I'd like to say hi to Michael and Simone, and I'd like to do something that I never, ever would get a chance to do. He just threw
the statue of Larry Bird into the pool. Why did you do that?
Because I can't pick Larry up for real, so that's the only time I get a chance to be physical with him.
All right. Thank you so very much, and good luck tomorrow.
Thank you, Jim.
Okay. Michael Cooper of the Lakers. As Red Auerbach, president of the Lakers, looked less and at ease at the end of the ball game. And following the game, he vented his anger at referee Earl Strom just outside their locker room.
You're showing the class. You put it back in the ball. You put it back in the ball. We have you show all the class that you really have. Oh, you got no that there.
So it was Red Auerbach showing the frustration of losing a very, very difficult ball game for the Celtics last night. You know what? We have found the ultimate analyst. His name is Joe Salvetti, the parking lot attendant at the Boston Garden. So tell us, Joe, why did the Celtics lose that game yesterday afternoon?
I think Bird was one of the key plays that lost the game last night. He made a crucial couple of bad plays, all right? First of all, when they were up by 6 to 8 points, he made one bad pass to McHale and went right through him. All right. Now the second time he was like near the 3-point line, but about 3 feet away. He threw a very sloppy pass. The guy picked it off, went down to slam dunk it, tied the ball game or whatever. That turned the game all the way around. That was it to me. He lost the game. To my estimation, right here, as a parking lot attendant, as a fan for 14 years, 15 years with the Celtics, he lost the game. I figure he lost the game.
That's what hurts. LA don't play too good Sunday afternoon. And traditionally, I think if you look back, we're not a daytime ball club. This is just that way. I think we honestly got the club this year and should win it. And I don't think anybody that watches the game feels any other way about it. But they're making it tough. I got to give them credit. You know, I have to give them full credit for that.
Any message to the Boston fans?
Wait till last year.
Unless, of course, they're part of the newest cheering section. Take a look at the world's youngest and sometimes the loudest basketball fans, Daniel, Alicia, and Evan, all just a couple of days old and already showing their Lakers spirit. Isn't that cute? Here in the nursery at Humana Hospital in Canoga Park, they're benched for the time being, of course, but you can tell that they like basketball. They dribble a lot. Their parents are basketball fanatics as well. As one put it, if you're going to be a Laker fan, it's never too early to start.
With me is AC Green, and, well, my friend, you finally got it. You got that ring now.
I sure do. I don't know what finger to put it on. My father keeps telling me, don't worry about it, but Jim, what can we say? Thank God for it, man. What a chemistry we have here on this team, this year's team. It's great summer.
And now it is time to party and the parade.
Yes, let's bring on the parade.
You know, the third quarter was really the big quarter.
The third quarter, the charge, that's all we needed. Get some power in there. Cooper.
Speaking of Michael Cooper, he is in the wings right now. We're going to bring Cooper. Come on over in here, champ. Hurt his knee in the other game the other day, and now he comes in here.
Hey, way to go, man.
Well, my friend, this is your 4th championship ring.
4th one, Jim, and this one's very special because spiritually we held together all year long, and for things to come out the way it did, it's, you know, it makes this one all worthwhile, Jim.
No, wait a minute. This is the third time I got him here, and I keep getting each year, and it gets better. Jim? Oh, no, I don't need that. That's the last thing in the world I need. Chef, you know what? I'm going to get drunk by osmosis. You know that. I bring Darren Day in, former UCLA Bruin of the Celtics, to come on in here for just a couple of moments. This was really an emotional series for the Celtics, Darren.
We weren't really able to sustain a consistent run in the second half, and I think that was the downfall in the series.
In that second half, particularly, Byron, that was a great Lakers spurt in the third period where you guys scored 30 points, your best quarter in quite some time.
Well, that's true. You know, we hadn't been running.
Head coach Pat Riley, once again, congratulations. You're part of all the championship flags here.
You're out of uniform, Jim.
No, Michael Cooper's getting me drunk by osmosis. I tried to hide from him, but I couldn't. He got me again.
I don't see you without a coat and tie.
I know, well.
You look good.
Yeah, thank you. And so did the Lakers in the second half, especially that third quarter.
But I have a lot of respect for the Celtics and for Case, and I'm just happy to be part of this.
Oh, shucks. Do you agree? Meet him again in the finals?
You couldn't teach me how to play defense, though, back in 71, 72.
I can teach you to shoot. Gentlemen, thank you so much. Casey, congratulations. Okay. Coach, congratulations again. The parade is on Tuesday.
That's right. That's right, Jim. And you all come on out because it's over. I'm just telling you, it's over. And the Lakers won.
Okay, Coach.
There was no mistaking it. The series had come back to the Forum.
Yeah.
In Boston, only the Garden was hot. In L.A., everything's hot.
We screamed ourselves naked at home, man. We're glad they're home.
Navy All-American David Robinson came for a look at the big time. It's a long way from San Antonio.
This is where you want to be. I think it's going to be a good game.
I think this series will go 8 games.
The Lakers were down early, but at C.J. Brett's in Hermosa Beach and all over the Southland, Laker fans knew there would be no 7th game. It was a series that proved the home court advantage works both ways. Matt Stevens, Channel 4 News, Hermosa Beach.